Om Shanti. 24th May 2020. Bab Dada's Avyakt Murli. Revised date 15th January 1986. In the essence, Baba says, an inexpensive bargain and a budget of savings. Om Shanti. The father, the jewel merchant, is smiling, seeing his children, who are the businessmen who make the greatest bargain of all. This bargain is so huge, yet when compared to the world, those who make this bargain are ordinary and innocent. Which souls become the fortunate souls who make a bargain with God? The father was seeing this and smiling. You make such a huge bargain in one birth, and you become constantly prosperous for 21 births. What do you give and what do you receive? You earn an income of countless multi-millions and make a bargain of multi-millions so easily. In fact, it only takes a second to make this bargain. How inexpensive was the bargain you made? You made a bargain in a second with one expression. You accepted with your heart, my Baba. With this one expression, you make a bargain of such huge, countless treasures. It is an inexpensive bargain, is it not? It is neither hard nor expensive, and you don't have to give time. When you make limited bargains, you have to give so much time. You also have to make effort, and it also gets more expensive day by day. How long would it last? You can't guarantee it for even one birth. So have you made an elevated bargain, or are you thinking about doing that? You have made a firm business deal, have you not? Bab Dada was looking at his children, who are the businessmen, and seeing who are well known in the list of businessmen. People of the world make a list of those who are well known, do they not? They make a special directory whose names are mentioned in the Father's directory. Those to whom the eyes of the world are not drawn are the ones who have made a bargain with the Father, and they have become the stars of God's eyes, the lights of God's eyes. He made souls who had no hope into special souls. Do you always have the intoxication of being such a special VIPs in God's directory? This is why it is remembered that God belongs to the innocent ones. He is the cleverest of all, but He loves those who are innocent. The Father doesn't like the clever extroverts of the world. Their kingdom is in the Iron Age, where they are millionaires one moment and have nothing the next. However, all of you become multimillionaires for all time. It is not a kingdom of fear. It is fearless. In today's world, there is wealth and also fear. The more wealth they have, the more they eat in fear and sleep in fear, whereas you become carefree emperors. You become fearless. It is said that fear is an evil spirit. You become liberated from that evil spirit. You have become liberated, have you not? Do you have any fear? Where there is the consciousness of mind, there will definitely be fear. My Baba, it is Shiv Baba alone who make you fearless. If there is anything, even a golden deer apart from him, which is mine, then there would be fear. So, check that no sanskar of mine is still left in your Brahmin life, even in a subtle form. You are celebrating the silver jubilee and the golden jubilee. Silver and gold become real when you melt them in a fire and remove whatever has become mixed in them. This is the real silver jubilee and the real golden jubilee, is it not? So, in order to celebrate the jubilee, you will have to become real silver and real gold. It isn't that those who are celebrating the silver jubilee are just silver. It is in terms of the number of years that you say that it is the silver jubilee. However, all of you are those who belong to the golden age and have a right to the golden age. So check to what extent you have become real gold. You made a bargain, but it isn't that you received something and used it up. Have you accumulated so much that you can remain constantly full for 21 generations? That your dynasty also remains prosperous? Not just for 21 births, but even in the copper age. Because you will be devotee souls, you will lack nothing. You will have so much wealth even in the copper age that you will be able to make donations and perform charity very well. Look, even at the end of the Iron Age, even in your last birth, you haven't become beggars, have you? You have become those who can at least eat dal and roti. You don't have illegal money, but at least you have dal and roti. The income of this time will ensure that you don't become beggars throughout the cycle. You have accumulated so much that even in the last birth you can eat dal and roti. Have you kept an account of how much you have saved? Do you know how to make your budget? You are clever when it comes to accumulating, are you not? If not, then what will you do for 21 births? Will you become those who earn an income or those who have a right to a kingdom and rule a kingdom? Those of a royal family do not need to earn anything. The subjects have to earn. It is number wise in that too. There are wealthy subjects and ordinary subjects. There is no one poor there. However, a royal family receives a kingdom as the reward of their efforts. They become those who have a right to the royal family for birth after birth. They do not have a right to a royal throne in every birth, but they attain a right to a royal family for birth after birth. So, what will you become? Now make your budget. Make a savings scheme. In today's world, they convert waste into best. They reduce all wastage. So, all of you also keep your savings account in your awareness. Create a budget of how, where you have to use your thought power, your word power, your power of actions and your power of time. Let it not be that all these powers are wasted. If your thoughts are ordinary or wasteful, then both ordinary and wasteful do not save anything, but make you lose something. Keep your chart for the whole day. How much did I use these powers and increase them? The more you use them for a task, the more that power will increase. All of you know that thought is a power, but you are number wise in putting that into practice. Some neither use it for a task nor do they waste it in performing sinful actions. However, in an ordinary timetable, you neither earned nor lost because you did not accumulate. To have a timetable of ordinary service or to have a timetable of ordinary family life would not be called accumulating in a savings account. Do not just check whether you served and studied according to your capacity, that you didn't cause sorrow to anyone, that you didn't perform any wrong action. You didn't cause anyone sorrow, but did you give them happiness? Did you do as much powerful service as you could have done? For instance, Bab Dada always gives the direction. To renounce the consciousness of I and mine is the real service. So, did I serve in that way? I did not speak wrong words, but did I speak words that put hope into a hopeless soul? That made a soul lacking courage courageous. Did I put the zeal and enthusiasm of happiness into someone? This is accumulating and saving. Simply to spend 2 or 4 hours ordinarily is not saving anything. Create such a budget that you save and accumulate all powers. For instance, Bab Dada always gives the direction to renounce the consciousness of I and mine is real service. So did I serve in that way? I did not speak wrong words, but did I speak words that put hope into a hopeless soul? That made a soul lacking courage courageous? Did I put the zeal and enthusiasm of happiness into someone? This is accumulating and saving. Simply to spend 2 or 4 hours ordinarily is not saving anything. Create such a budget that you save and accumulate all powers. A spiritual budget means that all souls and the elements become happy and peaceful. That government makes a budget that they will give this much water, this many buildings, this much electricity, etc. What budget are you creating? That you will give everyone liberation and liberation in life for many births and liberate them from their beggary, sorrow and peacelessness. For half a cycle they will live comfortably. Their desire will definitely be fulfilled. Those people only want liberation. They don't know it, but that is what they are asking for, is it not? So make a spiritual budget for the self and for the world. Do you understand what you have to do? You are celebrating both the Silver Jubilee and Golden Jubilee this year. Are you not? So this is an important year. Acha. To those who always keep the elevated bargain in their awareness, to those who always increase their account of accumulation, to those who use their every power and thereby increase it, to those who always know the importance of time and become great and make others great, to such elevated, wealthy, such elevated, sensible children, Bab Dada's love, remembrance and namaste. Spiritual children, in return to the spiritual father, says, good morning, namaste, namaste, namaste. Bab Dada meeting Kumars. A Kumar life is a lucky life. Because you have been saved from climbing up the wrong ladder, you never have the thought of climbing up the wrong ladder, do you? Even those who have climbed up are coming down. Even those who are householders are calling themselves Kumars and Kumaris, are they not? So they have come down the ladders, have they not? So always keep this elevated fortune of yours in your awareness. A Kumar life means a life in which you are saved from bondage. Otherwise, just look how many bondages you would be tied in. So you have been saved from being pulled by bondage. You are free in your mind and free in relationships. A Kumar life is an independent life. You don't ever have the thought, even in your dreams, to find some helper, do you, that you should find a companion? Do you that they would help you at a time of illness? Do you ever think in this way? Do you ever have this thought at all? A Kumar life means to be a constantly flying bird, not one who is trapped in bondage. Let there never be this thought. Always remain free from bondage and continue to move forward at a faster speed. Bab Dada meeting Kumaris. Kumaris have received a lift to move forward in service. This lift is an elevated gift. You know how to use this gift, do you not? The more powerful you make yourself, the more powerful the service will be that you do. If you yourself are weak in any matter, then service too will be weak. Therefore, become powerful and become a powerful server. Continue to make such preparations so that when the time comes, you can engage yourself in service successfully and claim a number ahead. At present, you have to give time to your studies, and then you will just have one thing to do. Therefore, wherever you are, continue to take training. Continue to prepare yourself in the company of the instrument souls, and you will become a worthy server. The more you move forward, the more benefits there is for you. Bab-Dada meetings, server teachers. A server means one who is always an instrument. The feeling of being an instrument automatically brings you success in service. If there isn't the feeling of being an instrument, there isn't success. You have made a promise that you will constantly belong to the Father, that you belong to the Father, and that you will always belong to Him. Have you not? A server means one who places every step in the Father's footsteps. This is called being one who follows the Father. You are the servers who make every step elevated by following elevated directions. Are you not? To attain success in service is the elevated aim of a server. So, all of you are those who keep an elevated aim. Are you not? The more all wastage is finished in yourself and in service, the more powerful you and service will become. So, to finish all wastage and remain constantly powerful is the speciality of servers. The powerful you instrument souls are, the powerful service will be. To be a server means constantly to put zeal and enthusiasm into service. Those who have zeal and enthusiasm are able to give zeal and enthusiasm to others. So let the zeal and enthusiasm always be visible in a practical way. Let it not be that internally I remain like that, but that it is not visible externally. Incognito effort is something else, but zeal and enthusiasm cannot remain hidden. The sparkle of constant zeal and enthusiasm should automatically be visible on your face. Whether you say something or not, your face in a sparkle should say, are you such servers? To receive a golden chance of service is also a sign of elevated fortune. You have received the fortune of being a server. But now you have to create your fortune and see whether it is number 1 or number 2. Not just to attain one type of fortune, but to attain fortune upon fortune. The more fortune you continue to attain, the more your number automatically moves forward. This is called being multi-million times fortunate. Don't just become an embodiment of success in one subject, but in all subjects. Acha. Second point, who has the most happiness, you or the Father? Why do you not say that you have the most happiness? You have been calling out in devotion since the Copper Age, and now that you have found Him, you should have so much happiness. For 63 births, you had the desire to attain Him, and now that desire of 63 births has been fulfilled. There is so much happiness when any desire is fulfilled. You become happy, do you not? This happiness will give happiness to the world. When you become happy, the whole world becomes happy. You have received such happiness, have you not? When you change, the world also changes, and it changes in such a way that no name or trace of sorrow or peacelessness remains. So, constantly continue to dance in happiness. Always continue to accumulate in your account of elevated actions. Distribute the treasures of happiness to everyone. There is no happiness in today's world. All are beggars for happiness, and so fill them with happiness. Always continue to move forward with this service. Continue to put zeal and enthusiasm into souls who have become hopeless. They have become hopeless thinking, I am unable to do anything, it is not possible. So you become victorious, you make them victorious, and you increase their zeal and enthusiasm. Let the tilak of the awareness of victory always be applied. You are those who have the tilak and also a right to self-sovereignty. Always maintain the awareness. Acha. Question. What are the signs of those who are the close to stars? Answer. They are seen to be equal. Bap Dada's virtues and his task are clearly visible in the stars who are close. The more closeness there is, the more equality there will be. Each one's face will be a mirror to grant a vision of Bap Dada. On seeing them, people will receive Bap Dada's introduction. Although they would be seeing you, they would be attracted to Bap Dada. This is known as son shows the father. Whoever you love, the stamp of that one will be visible in your every step. To the extent that you are cheerful, you become an image that attracts. Acha. Blessings. May you be a great donor and constantly move forward by receiving blessings from many souls. To be a great donor means to serve others. By serving others, you are automatically served. To be a great donor means to make yourself full of all treasures. However many souls you give the donation of happiness, power and knowledge to, the sound of attainment or the blessing that emerge from them will become a form of blessing for you. These blessings are a means to take you forward. Those who receive blessings are always happy. So, every day at Amrit Vela, make a program to become a great donor. Let there not be a single day when you do not give a donation. Slogan. The instant and practical fruit of the present time gives the sole power of the flying stage. The instant and practical fruit of the present time gives the sole power of the flying stage. Om Shanti. Thank you, Baba.